The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Welcome everyone to USC's Professional Education Programs and our webinar on our Paralegal Certificate Program. We are so excited to have you here with us. My name is Nicole Forschler and I work with the University of South Carolina. I've worked in higher education for more than 10 years helping to create programs that serve working adults. Our paralegal program is offered through USC's Continuing Education and Conferences Department located in Columbia, South Carolina. Some of you are interested in finding out more about our in-class certificate program, while others of you might be more interested in our fully online program. You'll learn more about both of those this evening. Regardless, the USC Paralegal Certificate Program is a 6-month non-credit program which consists of instruction delivered almost exclusively by expert attorneys. My caveat to that is we have one module around career preparation that is actually delivered by a senior paralegal. The rest are all practicing attorneys. And our licensed, experienced attorneys work to bring their real-world expertise to the classroom to make sure that what you're learning is not only informative but is also engaging and is based in kind of real-world experiences, what's happening in their lives with their work that they can bring to bear on what you're learning. We cover 6 topics in our program: Introduction to Law, Torts and Personal Injury, Legal Research and Writing, Civil Litigation, Contract Law, and Family Law. And each of these classes focus on applicable skills that you will need to become a successful paralegal. That's probably enough of an introduction, a high-level introduction about the program. I'd like to turn it over now to Angela Marshall, who is the program manager. Some of you may have already spoken with her prior to our information session, and she's going to take a deeper dive into this program and hopefully answer any questions that you have. I'll jump back on towards the end of this presentation to wrap up and answer questions. And if you have questions while we move through this, please go ahead and use that chat feature to type them in. So Angela, I'm going to turn it over to you now.
Thank you, Nicole, for such a rousing introduction, and welcome to everyone that's with us tonight on our webinar. Again, my name is Angela Marshall, and I'm one of the program managers here in USC's Continuing Education and Conferences Department. As Nicole's mentioned, I've probably talked to a number of you, and I will continue to have conversation with you after this. I'm just so excited that there's so many of you joining us tonight and interested in our wonderful paralegal certificate program. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to look and delve into a little bit more about what our program is and what our paralegal certificate program brings to the table and the benefits of taking it, what it means to become a paralegal or a legal aid. I'm going to present you a little bit more information about our instructors, and definitely we will cover and try to answer all questions that you might have about payment options and how to enroll. So I'm really excited, and we'll go ahead and proceed forward and make sure that we'll try to wrap up a little before the hour, but let's go ahead and dive in. So I'd like to pose this question to my audience of, why should you become a paralegal? And let me tell you, I've got a couple of compelling reasons that I'm definitely going to share with you. Did you know that the paralegal career track is ranked as a top 10 career according to the Wall Street Journal? Or that paralegals ranked as one of the best jobs in America according to Money Magazine? This profession continues to experience exceptional growth. And according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the paralegal field is projected to grow by more than 18% through 2020. So you'd be hard-pressed to find another field with extremely healthy growth potential over the next decade. And as employers are trying to reduce their costs and increase efficiency throughout the legal services that they may have, they're expected to hire more paralegals and legal assistants to help them with those duties. Following the cutbacks during the recent recession, some law firms are rebuilding the support staff by hiring more paralegals. paralegals can be less costly alternative to lawyers and perform a wide variety of duties, such as writing legal memos, doing legal research. Those are things that used to be done by lawyers, but we're better finding use of paralegals to perform these activities. And there's just an increasing demand for paralegals and legal aides and legal assistants throughout the country. Law firms will continue to be the largest employer of paralegals, but many large corporations are increasing their in-house legal departments in order to cut costs. So for many companies, those high costs of hiring lawyers and their support staff makes it much more economical to have an in-house legal department rather than attaining that outside counsel. And this is going to lead to an increase of demand for legal workers in a variety of fields, not just law offices. So you'll find more legal assistants in financing, insurance firms, real estate, consulting, and even healthcare. So we understand that our students have many choices and options when they're looking and researching about paralegal programs. I'm sure you've experienced that before you came to delve in a little bit more about USC. And so it's one of the strengths of the profession is that there's so many options and choices available to you as a student. The type of program that each student chooses really depends on several factors, including your prior education. There's 2-year programs, and there's 4-year programs, and then there's the certificate program, which is more of a fast track. So we find that students that usually possess the college degree are not likely to attend the 2- or 4-year program. If you are currently in the workforce and have some legal experience in your current job, you just may be looking for more credentials to help bump up your current position within a company or look for new job opportunities. People who take certificate programs over a 2- or 4-year program are highly motivated. They're going to look to experience and gain that knowledge and skill set in a relatively short amount of time. So they're looking for that skill set and knowledge in a quick, efficient way that's less time period than a 2- or 4-year degree. And a lot of our graduates of our certificate program have seen options to increase their compensation at their current positions. So attorneys want to hire paralegals that can effectively and accurately perform specific law-related tasks. They're wanting paralegals to possess skills that make them and their firm more productive. So as a general rule, attorneys don't care about the geometry and the psychology and the extended time period you took a program. They want to know that you understand the legal world and can apply that knowledge effectively in their department. Can you conduct that legal research or maintain that client file or write that legal document so that you can help them to grow as a company? So paralegal certificates are a way to offer training in that specific skill set that attorneys are looking for when they're looking to hire new employees. I love this quote, that the only person who is educated is the one who has learned how to learn and change. And we at USC believe wholeheartedly what Carl Rogers was saying. Our program prepares our graduates to work in the ever-changing paralegal field. Paralegals and legal assistants are found in all types of organizations, and as I mentioned, not just law firms. So they're looking at corporate legal departments and government agencies. They're working full-time, they're working overtime, they're learning about the legal field as cases and briefs come up that may change what those outcomes are. And paralegals and legal assistants help those lawyers prepare for hearings, trials, corporate meetings, but their specific duties are always going to change and depend on what that organization is looking for at the time. So in smaller firms, paralegal duties tend to vary more. And in addition to reviewing and organizing information, paralegals may prepare written reports that help lawyers determine how to handle those cases. If lawyers decide to file lawsuits on behalf of their clients, these paralegals may help to prepare those legal arguments and draft those documents. On the other hand, in larger organizations, paralegals work mostly on a particular phase of a case rather than handling a case from beginning to end. So you can see why we try to offer in our certificate programs that skill set that allows our students to be ever ready to help out in whatever organization that they end up in. So there are reasons that people attend our USC's certificate program. It's maybe because they want to be a paralegal. I have lots of students that are looking for a career change, have had some previous experience in the law industry and find it intriguing. I have students that are preparing for law school, and I have students that are already in the law profession in their current career, but they want to increase that law knowledge, as I mentioned before, for maybe a raise or to expand what they offer to their current organization. So you're probably still wondering why take a University of South Carolina's paralegal certificate program over all those other paralegal programs that you may have researched about. Well, University of South Carolina is our state's flagship university. The name and reputation of USC is well known throughout the country. So 90% of South Carolina's practicing attorneys have graduated from USC School of Law. And those alumni ties are strong and improve our graduates' chance at employability. So our instructors are all licensed practice attorneys selected for both their legal expertise and teaching ability. Each instructor has gone through the intensive hiring process, including a teaching demonstration to ensure that they understand the subject matter, but also are able to engage their students while conducting their classes. So our instructors not only are going to be able to help our adult students, but they also are going to help build your network in this legal field. Our 6-month program is ideal for those individuals who are looking for the fast track to a paralegal field. While the career is changing, while the curriculum is challenging and extensive, we provide you all the resources which you would need to succeed in our program. This program is offered conveniently on 2 evenings a week, so you can maintain your personal and professional work-life balance while attending our program. We also offer a Saturday format, so you still have your time free during the week. And in addition, we offer an online version for those individuals who can't even travel to our Columbia campus, but want to still experience the quality of a program that University of South Carolina has to offer. I love this picture of the energy and the camaraderie of all of those USC Gamecocks. And so if you participate in our paralegal program, you're going to be part of that 200-year tradition of excellence. USC is well respected throughout the country, and a certificate from us will be a terrific resume enhancer, regardless if you remain in South Carolina or you move to a different state within the country. So a little bit more information about one of those 2 formats I was telling you about. We do have the convenient online format. It's 6 months. And there's 2 hours long twice a week. Our upcoming program is going to meet on Monday and Wednesday evenings. All of your materials are housed online. So this is great for those USC alumni that want to take a program but maybe don't live in the Columbia area. So you can have access to all the textbooks and the materials in this online format. We do estimate that you'll probably need about 4 hours outside of class for each hour that you're in class. So weekly, it's about 16 hours outside of class, 4 hours in that lecture space, so about 20 hours a week worth of work in this intensive 6-month program. Now keep in mind, what makes us different about our online program than some other programs out there is that you actually get to have virtual live lecture series from our instructors. You get to build a rapport with them. You get to network with your fellow students while still learning in an online environment. It's a great hybrid between that lecture piece and the online self-paced modules. For those of you that are looking for that face-to-face aspect, we do offer a classroom version. Again, it's 6 months. Those sessions are 3 hours long. We do offer it all on a Saturday for our upcoming classroom session later this year. It's going to meet 9 a.m. to noon, and then you'll take a break and come back from 1 to 4. There are the textbooks and class assignments, just like you would have in our online program. And we estimate for the time for our classroom program, it's about 2 hours for every hour outside of the class. So it's about 18 hours for our Saturday format. Again, that's just an estimate. It all depends on you as a student and the individual. But both of our programs give you access to great instructors, great materials to help you be successful in that 6-month time frame. This is also going to include in both our online and our classroom-based formula those 6 modules, which include Introduction to Law, Civil Litigation. You're going to learn how to do legal research, a little bit about family law and contract law. We include career preparation into our courses. We're not going to leave you hanging and without the successful resources and tools in order to get that promotion or even switch careers. We help you to make your skills that you may have in a totally different profession transferable. It's an option to learn about resume writing and interviewing techniques. It also includes a chance to be a member of a paralegal association in the area. Our instructor is another one of a local lawyer who knows what it's like to hire paralegals and be a paralegal manager. So he has all the great tools to help you be successful. Those career development tracks are given to you at the beginning, right away, so we know that you're in there to be successful and look down the road at your future, and we want to make sure we help you from the very beginning. All of our instructors, again, are members of the South Carolina Bar Association, and they're selected once they go through that rigorous training course and interviewing process and test teaching for their technical knowledge and teaching ability. So each of our instructors have that extensive background through our hiring process and know and are given examples of those good teaching demonstrations so that they can bring the best quality instruction to you. Here's a list of our current program instructors. Now, depending on if you take our online version or our in-classroom format, you may view a couple of these instructors, but these are some of the great people that we have on board for helping out with our curriculum. I just wanted to share a brief highlight about our instructors. We're so excited that we have such quality teachers on staff. Lisa Hall-Settler is an associate with Rogers, Townsend and Thompson, and she teaches one of our modules for our classroom section and for our online portion. So she's versed in both a face-to-face learning environment and that online learning environment. She's just been so great, and our students have been so appreciative of her expertise. And again, this is something that you're going to see not just with one instructor, but with all of our instructors. So you're probably at this point so excited to become a part of our paralegal certificate program, you're wondering what it takes to get involved. Well, we are looking for a 4-year undergraduate degree, and if you don't have that degree, we can look into your 4 years of professional office work experience. If you are going to be in our online class, you would need to have a headset for that program. I do want to make a point that those 4 years of work experience, it doesn't have to be in the law field, but we would require, and you can send them on to me, we'd like to see your resume and learn a little bit more about you and make sure that we are helping you to succeed in whatever your future career goals are. Our program cost is $49.95. The great thing about that price is it includes all of our textbooks. So if you're in our online class, you're going to receive e-textbooks for that. And if you're in our classroom version, we'll make sure to get the textbooks to you on the first day of class. It gives you access to all of our online testing sections. All of the tests for both programs are housed in an online format. You're going to get a subscription to Westlaw, which is very similar to LexisNexis, but it's a great tool to learn how to use during our legal research and writing section, which is a key skill for all paralegals and legal aides out there. It includes that great career preparation section to help you boost up your resume and work on interviewing. You're going to get parking on campus if you're taking our classroom version, and it gives you that wonderful graduate certificate that does list the University of South Carolina name on it. So earning your certificate, it's very easy once you're enrolled. There's the 6 modules that you'll complete over that 6-month time, and you need to score a minimum of a 70% per module. Now, that includes your online exam for each module, but you may have additional assignments and legal memos and submissions that you'll give to the instructor that can be included in that section grade. Overall, once all 6 modules are completed, your grade has to be a minimum of a 75%. Now, we like to make sure that our students succeed. So if we see that there's something coming up grade-wise, we and the instructors will reach out to you to make sure that we are providing you the best possible service so that you are getting whatever you may need to help you be successful in our program. So we have 2 exciting opportunities coming up. As you can see, for our online classroom, we have a great one that's coming up just around the corner, July 22nd through January 15th. That means that you can earn your paralegal certificate just a little bit after the 1st of 2014. It's a great opportunity for those of you that are ready to go and enroll right away. If you want that face-to-face option, we do have a classroom version of the program that will start later this fall on September 7th. Again, we offer both formats. Our instructors are out there in the real world, so they're providing you that knowledge and access to their network. We're going to prepare you for the career preparation and teach you how to do legal research, and you get that great certificate that you can put on your resume at the end of the program. There are great convenient ways to cover that $49.95 fee. Keep in mind that the majority of financial aid programs such as FAFSA are only available to students that are attending credit courses. And so because of that, the paralegal program, being a non-credit-based program, is not available for traditional forms of student financial aid. But we do offer a funding option through our relationship with Sallie Mae Smart Loans student loan plan. So if you go to our website, which is www.uscparalegal.org, and click on the admissions icon, you're going to see a link that's available to you for financing options and gives you additional information about Sallie Mae. I'm going to share with you on the next screen a quick view of what that Sallie Mae option is, but it'll send you straight through to their site. It takes about 15 minutes to complete their application, and it's a great way to possibly help to provide you with funding for the program. Otherwise, feel free to complete that registration form and submit a credit card or check as a payment option. You can also apply for a financial loan at your current banking institution. So we work with you even though those normal grants may not be applicable to our program. We want to find ways to make this affordable for you. So as I had mentioned about Sallie Mae, they base it like they would any traditional loan about interest rates and your debt ratio. I tend to find that students that have a credit score below a 630 are going to usually need to have a co-borrower available onto their loan site. But again, that link for Sallie Mae is listed under our financing option on our website at www.uscparalegal.org. Here's a quick screenshot of the Sallie Mae. Again, this link's right off our website. We try to make it as quick and easy for you. I find that students have gotten answers within 15 minutes. Keep in mind you're still going to need to complete a registration form, but we love having those students that find out that they can apply for Sallie Mae and have a great option to them in order to participate in the program. So I'm sure all of you are ready to enroll. Again, all you have to do is visit our website at www.uscparalegal.org. You fill out that registration form, submit your payment, whether it's credit card or a check. If you're going to do a check or you've done Sallie Mae, you can mail it to us or drop it off to our office at the Hampton Street Annex address. If you want to do credit card, you can even fax that in at 803-777-2663. If you have additional questions about how to register and how to get all of that information sent off, feel free to contact me. My contact information is listed right there. I'm going to also tell you I'm going to send out a copy of tonight's presentation along with that registration form to make it very easy and simple for anyone that's ready to enroll. So at this time, I'm going to turn it back over to Nicole to make sure that we've answered all of your questions.
Thanks, Angela. We got several great questions, and I will try and tackle at least a few of them. A couple people asked about whether or not this program is a good fit or if they should pursue an ABA program or an American Bar Association program, which is another kind of paralegal certificate program out there. And I think that's a great question because this is not the right fit for everyone. An ABA program is designed for people who do not have an undergraduate degree or don't have those years of work experience. Those programs are typically offered by the community colleges, as opposed to this program it's really designed to be a post-baccalaureate program. We assume coming into the program that you have a certain level of knowledge and comfort in writing and keeping up with the demands of the assignments. So if you do not have an undergraduate degree or you have not had some professional work experience, an ABA program really is a better fit for you. If you have those things and you're ready for the rigor of a 6-month certificate program offered by the state's flagship university, this is certainly the better fit. So that was one of the questions that I got. One of the other questions that someone asked is, why is it, and you touched a little bit on this, Angela, why is it that we use lawyers to teach this program as opposed to paralegals? And the reason we do that is because we're really looking for in-depth knowledge on these legal topics and an ability for someone to kind of tell you how things are changing in the industry, what's changing with expectations, and also it's attorneys who are hiring our paralegals. It's attorneys who understand very clearly the role of paralegals. So we look for experienced practicing attorneys who have also some background in teaching so that they're able to really engage our students and make sure that they're delivering the most relevant information to best prepare our students for a career as a paralegal. Transitioning from that, one other person asked me and Angela, you touched on this as well, if you don't want to work in a law office, what other kinds of careers are out there for paralegals? That's one of the great things about acquiring paralegal skills is you see paralegals working kind of all over the place, particularly with larger organizations where they need legal support or an understanding of legal background. So we've had people go through the program who graduate and end up working with universities, end up working with larger companies that need a paralegal on hand to either support a lawyer or to kind of work along the research practices. We've also seen people take this certificate program who own their own business and who want to make sure as they're going over documents and doing research on their own that they're prepared to do that. And of course there's the people who want to take the program because they want to be lawyers themselves. Those were a couple of the questions that I got as you were talking, Angela. So I know that at least a couple of people had some very specific questions that I was unable to answer. And Angela, I know you're going to be talking to people in the next coming days to help answer those more specific questions. So if I was not able to answer your question, Angela and I will be reaching out to talk with you one-on-one, and we can get answers for you. And this is just kind of a taste of what you can expect from the USC Paralegal Certificate Program. We not only pride ourselves on the quality of the education you'll receive, but also on the level of support you'll get from the institution. So I think I will turn it back over to you, Angela, and allow you to wrap it up.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nicole. And thank you to everyone out there for such great questions. Those are definitely great things to be asking yourself before you make a good investment in your educational future. Again, if you have anything specific, feel free to reach out to me. I'm going to be reaching out to you guys in the next couple of days, and again, I'm going to be sending out the presentation, so you'll have all my contact information and be hearing from me as well. I want to make sure we answer your questions and that we can help provide you the knowledge that you need in order to make a choice before enrolling in our USC Paralegal Certificate Program. I'm going to wrap it up for this evening. I hope that this was informative for everyone out there and that we were able to give you a little bit more information about why our USC Paralegal program is so successful and would be beneficial to you in your legal career. So I hope everyone has a great evening, and I will be chatting with all of you soon.